Hello, everybody. Welcome to day one of computer graphics class. I know this will look a little different than things that you have experienced in the past. You'll be 2 days in school and the rest of the week will be distance. Some of you will be virtual only, and we'll definitely work through all the issues that will come about. I am Mr. Sikora, and I'll be your teacher for this first quarter. First thing that we're going to do is we're just going to take a look at what Computer Graphics 1 is and just some of the things that we're going to do in Computer Graphics 1. And then we'll get into a little bit of the program. So Computer Graphics 1, Mr. Sikora, what you're going to do is you're going to learn different things in the basics of Photoshop. You're going to learn how to use design principles, how to create artwork using the computer. Time management is going to be a really big issue that we're going to work with because you're only going to have 2 days of in-class time to work with Photoshop. Some of you may have the luxury of having Photoshop at home, but others may not. So we will definitely work through all those issues, and we'll try to make this as smooth as possible so that you can enjoy the advantages of Photoshop and creating artwork on the computer. We're also going to learn how to edit and revise work. We do have 3D printers in the computer lab, so you're also going to learn how to create 3D images and print out those 3D pictures. So once the course is complete, you should be able to do all those things. You should have the knowledge of Photoshop. You should be able to create unique artwork based on the different tools and techniques that we talk about in class. You will verbally create artwork and use online blogging. That's going to be important with the virtual only students. Using time wisely, so we'll definitely work through on making sure we can get to the concepts and the important things that we need to learn to do computer art. Tinkercad is the online program that we're going to use to create 3D imaging. And then we're going to also use the 3D printer, so you'll be able to see how the 3D printers work in action. Expectations, I don't have a lot. Just basically my expectation is that you come into class and we have some fun. That's number one. Get to know each other a little bit, and then also be able to put some personal techniques into your artwork to make the artwork your own. Just due to the limited time that we have in school, when we're in class in person, group 1 will be Monday, Tuesdays. Group 2 is Thursday, Fridays. We just can't have any gaming on the computers. That takes up a lot of time, and we're going to need to utilize all the time that we need to complete our online stuff. You can use photos and images from the internet. I just ask that when you do use those, that you change and manipulate them enough to make them their own. So whether that's taking out parts of the imagery, an example would be if you had a landscape scene with a lake and mountains and a sky in the background. Maybe you like the look of the mountains, but you take out the lake and you make it a prairie in the front. And then the background, maybe it's a bright sunny sky and you want to make it more of a dark gloomy sky. So you're going to change and alter photos, whether it's the color or some of the imagery put into it. That's the way you're not plagiarizing the artwork. When you're done with the assignments, you should continue exploring Photoshop. Like I said, due to the shortened time, we probably won't have a lot of extra time in class to explore some of those extra things. But definitely with the days that you're at home, you will have some options of some different online programs if you don't have access to Photoshop to be able to continue to explore different graphic techniques. I play music every day in class when I'm not talking or giving instruction. So you can feel free to listen to that music, or if you want, you can listen to your own music if you have earbuds or earphones, just so it doesn't disrupt everybody else. So you certainly can do that in class. Things that we're going to do in class, today we're actually going to start a little bit about talking about the tools and design principles. Project outlines will be saved in Schoology in a computer graphics folder there, so you'll be logging in and using Schoology for all the assignments and guidelines. You're going to be graded on how you meet the criteria, effort grade while you're in class, and even the virtual students, I will be able to assess the artwork that you do and the effort that you put into it. Again, no games allowed. You'll get daily points for working in class. It's just 3-4 days to work on each assignment. We'll have to kind of see how that goes. Typically, like I said, you'll have 2 days during the week. It's possible that it may carry over into the next week to kind of finish up some assignments, or we may need to try to figure out how to do some things at home to get your assignments complete. Class critiques, we will take a little bit of time in class to view the artwork so you can kind of see what everybody else is doing. And if you do leave, just with procedures going on and limiting people in the hallway, if you do have an emergency and need to go to the bathroom or something like that, you'll need to check out with me and I will sign you out on a sheet of paper. Our old procedure was you have to take a pass out. I don't think we're going to have passes at this time, but you will have to check out with me and I'll sign you out on my sheet of paper at my desk. So hopefully that was a quick little rundown of everything that we're going to do in Graphics 1. Hopefully you have fun this quarter and I enjoy seeing you all back in school, and let's make it a good quarter.